Hello, and welcome to one of our video tips for effective advocacy. As library advocates, whether employees, trustees, friends, or general supporters, you serve as the core for our efforts to increase congressional understanding of library-related issues, as well as to help achieve policy change. My name is Stephanie Vance, and I'm officially known as the Advocacy Guru. I've been pleased to work with your team at the American Library Association's Washington office to help them help you get the message out to your representatives in the U.S. Congress. The purpose of this presentation is to give you step-by-step instructions on how to find your legislators through the ALA's Legislative Action Center. Remember, in a representative democracy, you have the most influence over those who are elected to represent you, which is why they need to know what you think. So let's get started. First of all, you're going to want to go to the ALA homepage where you'll find the ALA Washington office. Hover over the Offices tab and then click on the Washington office link. From there, on the right-hand navigation bar, you'll find the button for the Legislative Action Center. You'll see it right here next to my black arrow. Click on that link and you'll go to the Washington office's core resource for connecting advocates with federal-level legislators. Now on this page, you'll see several current action alerts. Information on responding to them is covered in another video advocacy tip. For now, we're just going to look up our legislators and learn a little bit more about them. So to do that, we'll type in our zip code. In this case, we're going to use my mom's zip code because she's my mom. She has a great zip code. So once we type that in, when we click the Go button, we'll get the list of 2 senators representing that state and the 1 House representative for that specific federal district. Now please note that in some cases you will need to type in your full address. This is because multiple House representatives may represent one zip code, and the full street address is used to identify the specific representative for that address. So for example, when we type in 95959, it gives us our House representatives, but you'll see that it's split across state districts. So to solve that problem, all you'll need to do is enter your address into the ZIP+4 box, which you'll see down below the Eliminate Split Districts by entering your ZIP+4. You can also simply go ahead and enter your ZIP+4 if you know it. I have to say, a lot of times I don't. So I'm going to enter in an address for you that I know is in that particular area, and that will be found for the ZIP+4. So that's City Hall, by the way. We don't need to worry about whether someone's address is being given up. We click Go, and when we do that, we can see that the very specific state legislators associated with that address have now been identified, and we have also found the federal legislators. Again, in a representative democracy, we need to do this because legislators must know that you are their constituent, and that can be discovered only through this address lookup process. So once we've landed on this page for your representatives, again, you'll see that there are some action alerts that are current action alerts that you may decide to respond to. You can either respond to a specific action alert, or you can do a little research on your legislators. We will be covering responding to an action alert in another video. So for now, let's simply learn a little bit more about them. So to do so, click on their name, and you'll land on a page for that representative with various tabs. So we're going to click on Congressman McClintock. And we'll see that each tab gives you some basic information about that legislator that will really help you as you frame a message that will be useful to them. So the biographical information, we see where he lives, his previous occupation, some of his political experience, where he went to school, etc. This helps you get some very basic background on the legislator. Now the next tab is the contact information. Under the contact information, you'll see the DC office address, and perhaps more important, you'll see the local address. His is in Granite Bay. Many legislators have multiple district offices. In this case, he has the one in Granite Bay. But the reason why it's important is because you can actually connect with them in their district offices. And we'll talk in a future video advocacy tip about how to set up a library visit. Now you'll also see committee assignments, and for him you'll see it's budget and natural resources. That will give you an idea of some of the things that he is interested in. You can also click on the staff link. This will give you some general information about some of the key staff in his district. And one of the really cool tabs I like under here is the bills link. This shows you some of the positions that the Congressman has taken in the past on ALA priorities. Now, another thing I suggest is when you go to the bio page or the contact page, if you click on the Visit the Official Website link, you will find that you can get to that legislator's specific web page, and it will give you a lot of information about what he or she is working on. So I think that this information will be very useful to you as you decide to communicate with your legislators. And I want to make sure that you are a very active and engaged citizen. So in addition to communicating on library-related messages, hopefully this will be useful for you for your daily life as well. And on that note, I want to thank you for all you're doing to share your views on policy issues that impact libraries of all types. Remember, together we can make a difference.